Hello, everybody. We want to thank you again for showing up today. Yesterday, we drove home yesterday, so we were a little preoccupied. We couldn't do our stream yesterday, which we're sorry about that. But we are here today, and we are excited to get going, excited to get moving. I'm excited to talk about our tongues a little bit today. But before we get into that, remember on March 8th through the 11th is coming up real soon. We got, 2 days we'll be in Des Moines, and we're really excited to be there. We're really looking forward to it. We're glad to be fellowshipping with others. We just got done with great meetings up in Georgia and Keokuk, and it's just been an amazing time for us. God's been moving. God's been great, and we're looking forward to what he's going to bring us in the future. And even before that, remember that you can text to give. You text strong to that number on the screen there, and it will send you back a link where you can go and you can give. You can give whatever you want, whether it's 10, 15, 100, 3,000, whatever you want to do. We don't care, as long we care for you, and we want you guys just to give to us. We love you guys. And remember that you can hit #donate if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, or you're on Periscope. We have to remind that it doesn't work there yet right now. And you can just go to our website, which is standingstrongministries.org, or you can go to our app on the Google Play or the App Store. The Standing Strong Ministries app, the app has everything about us on there. Our itinerary, our prayer requests. It has a place that you can give there as well. So we're just so happy that you're with us and that you're supporting us, and I really hope that this impacts your life today. So today we're going to be talking about the tongue and its strength and what you're supposed to do with it, okay? We're going to start off with our first verse, which is Proverbs 18:21, which says, power of death and life are on your tongue, and that they love it shall eat of its fruit. They that love it shall eat its fruit. Your tongue is the most powerful thing in your body. It is really powerful. It is one of the most deadliest weapons in the earth when you look at it. Because when you can control death and life from just your tongue, of words coming out of your mouth, it is the most destructive or life-giving weapon ever. Because it can either destroy you in an instant, or it can build you up and move you into your next season in an instant. It can change your entire life in just a couple moments. Just a couple days, a couple minutes, a couple hours. It can completely change where you are at in your season. It says that we speak either life or death. If we whichever one we speak, we will eat of what we speak of. So that means that you are planting the seed. You're planting a seed of either death or life. Whether it be, man, I don't feel good. I'm sick. Well, then you are going to be sick. But if you keep saying, I'm healed by the blood, you can see that it will start to go away, and it will start to get out of your life. When you call yourself other names, whether it be fat, ugly, or whatever, you'll start to see yourself that way. And if you don't catch it and denounce it and curse it, when we say, just today, I'm so ugly. Oh, I can't do this thing. No, I'm not ugly. And you just gotta beat down the words that you're speaking over yourself. Today, you should say, I am handsome. I am beautiful. I am me. I am made for what God has made me to be, and I am glad to be me. When we repeat it, that's when when you fully start to repeat these things, whether, when you start saying, no, I am this, I am this, I am loved, I am cared for, I am blessed. When you start going through this, you start to believe it more yourself. And that changes your whole life. That can change the aspect of what is going on in your life. It will change everything in the season compared to where you are to where you can be. Just a simple words. We just see them and we speak them constantly. We don't think of them as, as important sometimes, but everything that we say, either it will plant a seed and it can change your life. It can completely change where you are or what you're doing. So to continue this, I'm going to give you in a little bit, I'm going to go to my main part of the lesson, but we're going to read here in James 3. James 3 through 8 is what we're going to fully read, and then I'm going to break down the verses. So it says, when we put bits into the mouths of horses to make them obey us, we can turn the whole animal. Or take ships by example. They are so large, so huge that they are only driven by strong winds, and they are steered by very small rudders wherever the pilot wants to go. We'll stop there for right now. So that's going to lead us into our first thing, which I'm going to do 3 things that James describes our tongue as. Which the first one is the rudder / bit. Our tongue is the rudder or bit of our body. The rudder is just a tiny tail on the boat, the back end that steers it. It's probably one of the tiniest parts of the whole boat, but it completely controls which way, whether I want to go straight, left, or right, do a complete U-turn. That little rudder is going to be in the position to get me there. It controls your tongue is the rudder to your life. Your tongue controls which way you go, whether you go straight, left, or right, So when you look at it as this, it is so important to continually watch what is coming out of your mouth. Your little tongue can change your big life when you're in the storm. When you're in the storm of your life, when the waves are crashing up onto your life, when it crashes and shakes your life and moves you and sways you, that little rudder, all you have to do is move it, and it changes the whole route. Whether you're heading into the storm or you could just pull a big U-turn and go right back out, your tongue controls where you go. Do a whole 180 with your words. If you're in a rough season right now, you just start speaking blessing and health and all this stuff over you. You slowly start to steer it. You slowly start to turn and get out of that storm if you keep speaking life over yourself. And if we continue on in verses 5 through 6, likewise the tongue is a small part of the body, but it makes great boast. Consider what a great forest is set on fire by a small spark. The tongue also is a fire, a world of evil among the parts of the body. It corrupts the whole body, sets the whole course of one's life on fire, and it is itself fire from hell. So, your tongue is a spark. When you look at it again, you have the small rudder, but one small spark of your word. Whether you say that I'm sick, or, fat, ugly, whatever you want to say. One thing, it can start a whole blaze, a whole forest fire, a whole fire that changes everything, that burns everything in its path. It can wipe out chunks in a forest at a time of your life. Whether it be good or bad. If you start saying blessed, then you start it starts catching on, and it just, you keep saying it, that's more sparks flying out and setting stuff on fire. So soon you have a giant fire. But when you start speaking bad things, and it keeps flowing out, that, like, as it says here, the tongue is also a fire, a world of evil among the parts of the body. It corrupts the whole body, sets the whole course of one's life on fire, and in itself set on fire by hell. So when you start speaking these bad things, it starts setting your life on fire and just causing it to go down when you start speaking those bad things, where basically it changes your whole course. One little spark can change everything, whether it could either save you in a time where you're trapped with nothing else, no building or stuff. A little spark in a piece of grass can keep you warm for the night. Or if you're out there and you start setting stuff on fire, it destroys. So your words can either help you or they will destroy you. And you have to be careful with what you actually do. You have to be careful with what you actually say. You have to be careful with what flows from your mouth, of the waters of your mouth. And you have to be careful with what you're speaking around too. Because if you just start tearing up all this, all the trees of your life, and you start burning them down, that hurts you. That hurts you as a person, where it just starts cutting stuff out of your life. Blessings stop happening because you're just speaking, I'm not blessed, I'm not this, I'm not this. And it just, I'm not worthy, I'm not this. And it just keeps weighing on you, keeps pushing on you, pushing you down. And when we don't stand, and instead of burning the trees, we make a small little fire that's for us, that keeps us warm through the night, that is proactive and not destructive, but it is there to help us. We change everything around us. We change the atmosphere. We change our whole circumstance in a single instant. And then number 3, from what James describes it as here, which is in verse 7 and 8, it says, all kinds of animals, birds, reptiles, sea creatures are being tamed and have been tamed by mankind. But no human can tame the tongue. It is a restless evil, full with deadly poison. So that's the third thing. It is an untamable, poisonous beast. All beasts in this world can be tamed, except for our tongue. When it says that, you look at all the different animals, every single different type of animals, whether it be horses, lions, elephants, hippos. You look at all these things, they've been tamed for our use, whether or not it's at a zoo or a circus or something. They've been somewhat tamed to not, attack us. But our own tongue, we can't stop it. It just, some stuff, it is just, is so full of evil and the poison that it's hard for us to contain sometimes what we say. Sometimes stuff just slips out and you just can't even stop it because you already said it. You just have to, rebuke it and move and start speaking life over yourself instead. But the amount, the poison, it will slowly destroy your life. It will slowly kill what you already have planned. It will already slowly start to, destroy our life. Just as a snake bites it slowly overtakes your body. It starts from wherever you get bit. Let's say you get bit in the arm. It bites you on the arm, and then it slowly works from your arm up to your heart, and then your heart moves it everywhere else. Because by the time that it gets to your heart, you're most likely going to die. It's just one of those things where you have to be careful with what comes out of your mouth. Because when you start speaking this, it can kill you. Again, you have the power of life or death. If you start speaking death, it will slowly start to kill you and destroy what you already have going, you know. And it's just crazy of the power of our tongue, you know. Some maybe like, how can we keep ourselves from speaking bad? How can we somewhat tame our tongue? You know, you cannot tame your tongue. You know, there's no way that you can fully stop it, because sometimes when you get angry or frustrated, something just slips out. You know, it just happens. It's really hard to control those things where it just slips out, so you just have to catch it. You got to catch what you're saying. You got to be careful about it. You got to rebuke it. Say, that is not, in the name of Jesus, that is not what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say. And start speaking over yourself with verses and other words of, you know, whether it be words of affirmation or words of confidence or boosting. But, you know, you just have to start speaking that over yourself. If you are having a hard time in your life today, look at it as this and start speaking yourself out of it. You know, when, like I said earlier, when the waves are crashing and rocking your boat, start speaking life over yourself. Start speaking yourself out of the season where you already are. And whether you're, you know, if you're really in a rough season, you know, you, like, it may look rough, but speak positive today. Speak for what you're trying to move into, not where you are. Speak where you want to be, not where you are. Ooh, yeah. Yes. Speak where you want to be, not where you are. Whether it be, you know, simply, oh, my bad. I clicked the click the computer. Speak that, you know, I am blessed. Today I am blessed. You know, I am blessed in the field. I'm blessed at home. I'm blessed at work. I'm blessed at church. I'm blessed on the road. I'm blessed in my car. I'm blessed with my friends. I'm blessed with my family. I'm blessed by myself. You know, when you fully start to dig in with all of this stuff that you go into, you look and you just continue to speak the blessings over yourself. And the blessing, you know, and also another thing you could say if you're going through the sickness part of your season, you know, I mean, not part of your season, but if you're going through sickness right now, you can say, I am healthy. I am completely full. Jesus' blood covers me and protects me from anything the enemy tries to throw at me. You know? Or you could say, nothing can touch my family, because we are covered in Jesus' blood. Jesus' blood is covered over us and my family. Nothing can touch us. No sickness, no nothing can come against us. And, you know, you just start speaking this stuff over you. I'm covered by the blood. I'm covered by the blood. The blood is the most, like, powerful item that God has given us, is His blood, because it covers our life and, you know, it changed us. You know, it heals sicknesses. It brings out, it casts away demons. It can do anything. His blood is powerful. And just remember, in Matthew 12:34, it says, your mouth speaks what is full in your heart. So whatever is filling your heart today is what's going to come out of your mouth. So whatever, before you even like get out of bed, you need to start speaking good things out of your mouth. That way that your heart is full of those good things. Start, you know, reading the word, praying. When you get into a relationship with Him, your heart starts to fill with blessings and good things, you know, just good things that have coming out. And so then you start speaking those good things, which then changes your life completely and speaks life into your own life. You know, it's just an important thing today. You know, the thing that we like to say here, what we've been trying to say a lot after every stream, is something is going to happen, something good is going to happen to you today. And we've been trying to stick with that to give you guys encouragement as well as us. Because if you guys are doing good, we're doing good, because we're all here together as brothers and sisters in Christ. Again, I just want to thank you guys today for being in this stream. Thank you for listening to me. I hope that this touched your life, affected you in some way, gave you encouragement, or corrected you. I just want to thank you guys for showing up. Remember that you can hit hashtag donate on Facebook. You put a number behind that and it will shoot you a link where there you can give, or you can go to our website at standingstrongministries.org. You go there, there's a space where you can give, and also there's our app where you can check that out on the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store, which is the app is called Standing Strong Ministries. Remember, you can also text the word strong to 1-888-364-4483, and that will help us change people around us, and we can go to other churches. We can go around the world. We're really excited that you guys were here today. We just want to tell you, bless you. We love you. Something good is going to happen to you today. And remember, watch your tongue.